Hey YouTube, I'm back this time with my kind of late, but still here, March Bath & Body Works Empties. I have more things than I typically do. I mean, really that doesn't say much since I don't use that much in a month anymore, but I have more things than I typically do, so I think I will go ahead and just get started. So the very first thing that I finished up was a travel size or fun size or whatever they call this size anymore in Fiji Pineapple Palm. I purchased this, I remember very distinctly, right before I traveled to Melbourne for the first time in March of last year. So I figured it would be an appropriate month to use it up just because it kind of has that nostalgia for me, even though that was only a year ago. So yeah, this came out with their kind of typical Hawaii line, I guess. I mean, Fiji is definitely not Hawaii. It's not even the same continent, but you know what I mean? Like that kind of tropical line. I found that the lines they have like that every year are just kind of like okay. However, something I really liked about that line last year in particular was this really nice wraparound packaging. So green's my favorite color. I especially like to use green things during March, so this was definitely perfect. I would repurchase this, but probably only in travel size. I found that by the end, I still enjoyed it, but I was kind of ready to move on too. The next thing that I finished up, I will also go with my other fine fragrance mist, is a full size in Wild Honeysuckle. This is one of my ride or dies. I tend to purchase these at semi-annual sale when they go to 75% off. I have 2 more full size mists and 1 more lotion. So yeah, this is forever a repurchase. I won't repurchase probably any in the next year or so or whatever, just because, you know, I feel like I'm kind of stocked up on them for now, but just generally speaking in the future, I will definitely buy these again. However, something I'll say about Wild Honeysuckle is I don't imagine it really appeals to the masses. You have to be able to stand floral on your body to like this. So yeah, I love Wild Honeysuckle, but I actually don't like it in a shower gel. I think it's just a little too intense in the shower. Okay, so I also finished up a full-size lotion in Pretty as a Peach. The notes here are Blushing Peach, Jasmine Petals, White Nectarine, Apple Blossom, and Sheer Freesia. I really like this. I've been using quite a bit of Pretty as a Peach and Georgia Peach and Sweet Tea in the last few months, so I'm a little over the peach thing right now, but just generally speaking, I really love this fragrance. It's a great fragrance, and in my opinion, one of the best that they currently have in their I said both collection and line, in their core collection. So I imagine that most people who are watching this video have tried this before, but if you haven't, please run, don't walk, run to Bath & Body Works, try this out if you like peach fragrances. The next thing that I finished up was a travel size in the Champagne Apple and Honey body cream. I like these travel size creams. For me, they replace the body cream since I don't like their new-ish packaging of them with the screw-off cap and it's only 1 ounce and all that. I tend to think that these just kind of replace what used to be. I really like Champagne Apple and Honey. If you guys know my channel, you know that I really don't do like cinnamon and bakery during the fall, at least not really, so apple tends to be my go-to for fall. So since it's fall here, this was quite appropriate for me. I really like the packaging of these mini items that they had last fall in the States. I have 1 more of these. I have it in a full size too. I would definitely repurchase. The next thing I used up was a hand soap. This was in Boardwalk Vanilla Cone. It says, "You're the sprinkles on my ice cream." Very cheesy. And then on the back, the keynotes are Marshmallow Fluff, Vanilla Bean, and Creamy Caramel. I believe that this is the same fragrance as Vanilla Bean Noel, but it came out during, like last summer. I purchased these at the semi-annual sale that they had here in Melbourne for the first time in December, and these were $4.80 Australian, which is like maybe $3.50 US. So not an incredible deal, but for Australia, since things are really pricey here, that was a pretty solid price for this. I thought it was fine. I am not the person who hoards Vanilla Bean Noel, so while I can appreciate a hand soap from time to time, it's not something I care to have a ton of, and I tend to be more open-minded with my soaps anyway, so I would have this in a soap again, but I wouldn't care to have this on my body like throughout the day. So yeah, again, moral of the story, would repurchase, but not my favorite fragrance that I've ever had. The next thing that I went through was a deep cleansing hand soap. This is in Bali Coconut Cove, and the key notes are fresh coconut, passion flower, and coral berry. This is a very quintessential blue coconut, kind of sugary candied coconut fragrance. It was fine. Again, just like the Boardwalk Vanilla Cone, it was nice in the soap, and I would probably buy a shower gel in this, but kind of that candied coconut is not really my thing. I prefer a more natural coconut or maybe more dry coconut, kind of more along like the Coco Shea type coconut or exotic coconut, if you know me, was by far the best coconut that Bath & Body Works has ever done. So, just saying. But yeah, like I said, in soaps, I tend to be more open-minded because I'm not wearing this fragrance on my body all day. This was fine. Again, I would repurchase, but I wouldn't hoard it. And the last three things I used up were actually 3 pocket bags. I went through quite a few this month. The very first one I finished up was Lime Basil. I purchased this in Wichita in October, and it says that this one is made with essential oils. I actually found that this smelled kind of like Play Hard Fresh Turf that came out in a pocket bag in, let's see, that was fall of 2016. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I actually really did because I like grassy, earthy fragrances. I actually have repurchased this, and I would definitely do it again. The next one that I used up is A Beautiful Day. I have found that I really love Beautiful Day in all forms. I have yet to have a form of Beautiful Day that I don't like. I also like the simplicity of the metallic packaging and just this really like normal sans serif font. I think in terms of the signature collection, this is perfect. This is all they need to do. Like, I think that this is so much better than anything foofy. So yeah, I really enjoyed Beautiful Day. At least in my opinion, it smelled the same as any other form. I know some people think that some forms are different, but that has not been my experience. So I felt like this was true to the body care. I would definitely purchase this again. And in fact, I have, if you saw my pocket bag haul from a few weeks ago, that I'll link down below. And then finally, the very last thing that I used up in the month of March was another pocket bag in Sweet Pea, again with the metallic packaging, sans serif font, just their kind of core collection pocket bags. To my surprise, I did not care for this. So it was not horrendous. Like, if somebody would gift me a Sweet Pea pocket bag, I wouldn't be horrified. Like, I wouldn't, like, burn it and yeah, like I would still use it, but I don't know, for some reason this pocket bag just was not what I wanted it to be. So I usually don't care for Sweet Pea, especially not in body care. Like, I don't really want to wear it on my body throughout the day. However, I tend to really like it in the shower, which is, I mean, not that I use a pocket bag in the shower, but I thought, oh, well, I like it in this kind of like clean shower, not be dirty. Don't know. I don't know if that's weird. God, this video is getting weird. Anyway, so I like it in like that kind of form, so that's why I decided to take a chance on the pocket bag. However, I felt like this was really strong and it lingered, and I just didn't care to smell like Sweet Pea after I used it. So again, not completely horrified. I'm not going to go on like a rampage and like make a petition about this, but yeah, not really my thing, so I will not repurchase this, at least not in a pocket bag. So with that, that is my Bath & Body Works empties for the month of March. Hope you enjoyed. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at YellowBrickExpat, same way it's spelled here. And I will see you guys later. Bye.